welcome to lesson 3 in Microsoft Word. This lesson we're going to cover the basics of text, okay? So text basics. First thing we're going to look at is selecting or highlighting text. This is the most important element when we're formatting or changing our writing, our font. So when we're highlighting, we move to the left hand side of what we want to highlight, hold the left button down and pull it across. Once we've highlighted it, you'll notice that it's surrounded by a blue kind of box. That's how you know it's highlighted. Then we can change the size, font, colour and so on. But we'll look at that later. That's in the next lesson. If we want to highlight something in the middle of the text, so this word here, surrounded, again, highlight by holding down the left button and dragging it across. Okay? We can also highlight the whole thing, the whole paragraph. So start at the top, pull your mouse down to the end. Okay? There are a number of ways of highlighting everything. You can go to the end, or go to the top and drag it the whole way to the end if you wish. If it's a huge document, you can press Ctrl and A on your keyboard. That highlights absolutely everything. Alright? So there are lots and lots of ways, and as we're going through the course, we'll learn more of them. But for the time being, the most basic one, and the one we'll use the most, is holding the left button down and dragging it across. Once we've highlighted our text, and we know how to do it, then all of these formatting tools, which we'll look at in the next lesson, are going to come into play. Okay? Another thing we want to look at in the basics is how to move our text. Alright? So when we're moving text, we have two options. We can cut it or copy it. Either way, if I want to move the title down to the end, then I have to highlight it. So I highlight it first. If I want to copy it, I'll have a copy up here. So press it, move to where I want it to appear, which is down here at the end, and to click paste. Alright, so now I have a title up here and a title down here. I can delete it by highlighting, pressing the delete key. Another way of doing it is highlight it again. I can right click using the right button on my mouse in the middle of the highlighted section. Right click, copy, move to where I want it to go, right click again, and paste. Now these options decide how it's going to look. Okay? But generally the source formatting is the one we use the most. So that's pretty simple. If we want to move it all together, as in take it away from here and put it down there, then we use the cut function. And the cut actually takes it away. It looks like it's deleted, but it hasn't. Press it where you want it to go and press paste. The exact same as with copy. Alright? The same thing will happen if we right click, choose cut, down to where I want it to go, click paste. Alright, so that's pretty simple. I'm just going to undo that so we get back up to the top. Another thing I want to show you is if you look closely at the piece, you'll notice that there are two words with red lines under them. Red lines generally mean it's bad spelling, but because our American brothers and sisters spell just a little bit differently to us, then we may type something the correct way, and it may come up as a wrong spelling, so be careful when you're changing them. But if you had a huge document, and every time aluminium was written down it was spelled like the Americans, then we would need to replace them. Best way to do it is click Find, type in what you're looking for. So in our case we're looking for aluminum, which is the way the Americans spell it. Okay, aluminum. Don't do anything else, you don't need to. It highlights the two of them with yellow boxes. Alright, the best option for changing them is go to replace. It's already found them. Replace with the correct spelling. Aluminium. Okay, so we can find them, or so find, replace, click yes, or we can press replace all, in which case it'll find everything. Alright, so Word has completed its search of the document and has made one replacement. Click OK, click close. Alright, you'll notice that the red line's gone and it's now spelled our way. So what we looked at was selecting or highlighting text, cut, copy and paste, and find and replace. Alright, practice those, have a bit of fun with them, and see how you get on. If you have any questions, just ask.